Hello everybody, here we are again, and this live is actually gonna be just 25 minutes long, and mainly I will be getting the setup of Tailwind with the Turborepo. Let's get that particular setup done. And I just have 20 minutes, 25 minutes, so I just thought of coming live, as simple as that. And without any further delay, I will be just simply getting started so that things don't take lots of time to get that particular thing done. So over here, I have to just simply go to Tailwind with the Turborepo. I think this is the one. Let's see, check this thing out. Okay, I think I was working with this one. Let's check the, yeah, this is the one. And we had gone through most of the things. A few things are still remaining. Let's go through this seventh part. By the way, we have created this config Tailwind mainly for configuration and all. Then design system and UI utilities. We have to work on the utilities right now. Inside utilities, I have nothing. So let's do one thing. Create a package.json. Again, this is the setup. We did the few things yesterday, and the remaining things we are doing today. By the way, from here, this is the name. Let's copy and paste everything, and then I'll be just simply removing the extra things. First of all, this needs to be Paytm over here. So Paytm utilities, and then license same ID. That's all right. File is going to be this. That's okay. I will be importing what? I will be importing cn. What does cn mean? And inside this I will have a file called cn.js. Okay, that's nice. Never mind. Let's continue from here on and create utilities source cn.ts. These are the things gonna be inside cn. What is the use of this thing? I have no idea. Let's check this thing out. So I have to create source folder, and inside source folder I have to just write cn.ts. What is this gonna be used for? We'll see. Let's keep it this side, and let's copy the whole thing. Of course, the description is over here, so kind of comments are here, so we will be able to just understand the things. Over here, utility function to conditionally combine class names, useful for combining Tailwind classes with the conditions. Wow. So these are the utilities. Cn helps combine conditional Tailwind classes like cnpx and open bg this and this. What is happening over here is that this is a function. I'm exporting a function. This function takes classes, as many classes as I can just simply give, and once it takes the classes, then the classes can be string, that can be undefined, that can be null, that can be false, and that is the type of it. So this is the type of it. It simply returns the string. Classes.filter boolean, it simply filters them and join. It simply joins them. So what is the use of even doing this? One thing is clear, that cn takes lots of classes, like the way I have given the classes over here. So this is the class open, if true then this, otherwise then this, even conditional things it takes. But the question is that what does this do? As for the real use of all these things, I will be asking the AI again to make actually a project using all these all the setup. But for now, let's simply go ahead. Overall, we are getting the things. Create tsconfig.json. Of course, I will be creating that. So let's even create that particular thing in the utilities directory. So that's gonna be a file actually. tsconfig.json. This is the file that I have to create, and over here I have to just copy the whole things. Something like this. Compiler options. This module is bundler and out dir. And by the way, as far as this thing is concerned, I can even make it on my own. So that's what I will be focusing on for the coming like page. Source exclude, because I have something called tsconfig over here, tailwind config, TypeScript config. So I will be using this TypeScript config everywhere. By the way, that is something yet to be done later. Then create a git ignore. Let's create the git ignore file. This is gonna be pretty much simple. As for the git ignore file, let's get inside this only. So this is gonna be .git ignore, and I have to just simply paste the values over here. Once this particular thing is done, ultimately we are done with this particular step. Okay, next set up Next.js web app. This is where we have to set up on Next.js web app, and then we will be having some of the things. By the way, that is already set if I'm not wrong. So let's go to app, and over here inside this particular app, I can go to, what the hell? I can go to package.json and let's keep this package.json over here and let's check the things out. First of all, this is gonna be @myturboweb. The name of this is gonna be this. This is not quite needed, but yeah, I can name it like this. So @paytm/web. Version is gonna be this. Module is this. Script next dev. Okay, port 3000. It will be running at. Next build, next start, and the remaining things are here. Dependencies. @paytm UI that I'm having over here. That's great. So we have UI. We have next React and DOM. So ultimately in development next React and DOM, and utilities we need to have something this one at the end of the day. So we are gonna we will be importing ultimately @paytm/design. So that's gonna be design system. Overall this seems to be okay. Let's make it let's make it import everything from there ultimately. So workspace, that's gonna be like this. And one more thing I will be importing over here, that's gonna be @paytm/UI. So the UI is already here, so I don't need to worry about that. So I can say I am gonna be going with utilities. So paytm/utils, and that's gonna be again workspace like this. Even I have to go through the documentation to get the real idea exactly how the things are used, but that thing can be done later on. Then I have ES config, this thing is done, and post CSS is something that I don't have yet, so I will be installing that. What is the next thing? That create post CSS config.mjs over here. MJS, not JS. So post CSS, I think I don't have that yet. Create file apps web app post css.config.mjs. Why do I even need to create that? Don't know. Few things are gonna be extra that I will have to remove for sure, but let's create it right now. Let's follow the documentation. Post css.config.mjs, and inside this I will be just exporting this particular thing from here. Whenever we initialized Tailwind, it does the same thing, don't you think so? Whenever we add Tailwind, so yeah, this is important. YNJS, kills Node.js, this is an ES module. Tailwind 4 requires this. Okay, that's great. Update next.config apps web next.config.js. So ultimately next.config.js, this is the file that I have to update. Let's keep it this side. And over here what is saying that next config will have React restrict mode true and transpile. It will be transpiling the design system, it will be transpiling the UI, and it will be transpiling the utilities. These are the things that it will be transpiling. So okay, let's copy and paste the things. I hope next config is already there, that is the type, and next config, I just have to have the value inside next config, and then I'm exporting it by default from here. Ultimately next config is being exported by default. So let's just keep these values inside that. So overall not bad. By the way, instead of having Turborepo over here, I'll just have Paytm, and that is it. This is how it will be done. And while transpile packages, Next.js needs to process JSX or TSX from packages. Without this, imports might fail. So ultimately what I'm saying that you have to just watch these packages, or you have to take care of these packages, because ultimately I will be importing the things from there. Okay, create global.css. Interesting. Import Tailwind CSS, and then import the theme that I have created, and then just add some layer if you feel like. Add YD styles. Let's copy the whole thing. I don't even need to copy the whole thing over here. I can go to apps, app global.css. Inside this I have some extra design already, so I can get rid of that. By the way, this media prefers and all these stuffs, I will be removing them completely from here. I actually need to remove it all. I don't need it all. So let's get rid of this particular thing. I will be importing Tailwind CSS. So @import that's gonna be Tailwind CSS, and the second one is gonna be, let's even copy the paste the whole thing, and we'll check the remaining things out. So ultimately, first of all, I'm importing Tailwind CSS. Then this should be from Paytm actually. So let's name it Paytm right now. So Paytm design system theme.tss. So I'm importing theme from there, and app white styles, layer components, body apply bg white text layer 900. Well, this is something that's being applied over here. Let's see whether it will have the effect or not. Again, we will have to dig deeper into them, but not a problem for now. Update layout.tsx apps. I'm actually importing the styles over here. Once I have imported them, then what am I doing? Let's go with that first of all. I have layout.tsx over here. Inside this, I have many things. First of all, metadata is important. Even this thing is important. So let this thing be here. Root layout I have over here, and some of the class name that I have by default, let them be there. No need to change them. And import compiled CSS from packages. The thing is that still I have to ask this question: why is this? Why do we even have to import this here? Again, everything is mentioned in the documentation, so I'm just simply following that right now. Later we will check the result and all, how everything's working and everything's connected. So that's not a big deal. Let's simply copy this particular section from here and just paste it over here. So again, I have changed the name, so I will be naming it Paytm over here. Paytm, and should be enough. Design system, not really. Paytm, then design system style.css. So I'm actually importing the style, and I'm okay. I'm importing the styles from both the places. That is needed. Style.css. Do I need to import a style from there? That makes sense. These are just the styles, so no doubt we have to import them here anyhow. Why import CSS here? Global.css local tailwind plus theme it will have. Ultimately global.css local tailwind plus theme. Let's click on this. Ultimately it has tailwind CSS and local CSS if I provide it over here. Design system utility is pre-compiled with design tokens, so it will have all the design tokens. Style.css pre-compiled with the UI component styles. That's okay. Order matters. CSS loads from top to bottom. So first of all, I need to have global, then the styles, and then UI. That's right. Update page.jsx. So this is how I have to update my page.jsx. Again, I'm getting button from where? From @UI, of course. So let's get rid of this particular thing and copy the whole thing from here. Keep it inside the page.jsx so that I can just simply get the result. So for that thing, I can just keep everything inside it. That's gonna be a home page, of course. Can't I copy it? Control C. Let's make it Control V, something like this. Turborepo and all. By the way, I will be getting this thing from there. That's okay. Run test and pnpm install. Let's run pnpm install in the main root directory. So over here, it can just be like pnpm install. Pnpm install will install everything. ls cd paytm npm, actually pnpm install. Once it is installed, I should not be getting the errors. Installs all the npm packages, links, workspaces packages together, create node modules, creates pnpm log.ml. Then I have to build that, and what happens? Run builds script in each package. Tailwind CLI process CSS files, create just folders with this compiled CSS, shows which packages are built. pnpm dev. That's great. Then I will run it. Start Next.js project server on this particular port. Watches files in all packages, reloads browser on changes. Tailwind watches for new classes class names. Visit your app. Great. Beautiful gradient background primary 50 to this. Welcome to Turborepo. This and this paragraph with description. 2 buttons. Get started. Primary and learn more. Okay. Ultimately, I should be getting an overall idea about it. While dev server is running, try edit button package. UI source button.tsx bg. So this save file, browser automatically edit heading text, open apps web source, change the heading 1, browser reloads, add a new color package theme. If I change anything inside the theme, add a new color to add the theme, text success, that's gonna be 600. It works immediately, and this is the overall structure that I've got, and some extra things that I have at the end of the day. So let's not worry about them. Let's simply check whether it actually works or not. So the files are actually being installed. That's done. So let's pnpm build first of all. So everything is going to be built. I think I'm not gonna face any issue with this. Or guess what? I will. As for this one, why am I getting this error? It should be fine, by the way. Let's make it like this. Why am I getting this error? It's simply telling me that okay, it cannot find this. This is Turborepo. Come on here. I have to make it Paytm. I know. I made a mistake. And right now, first of all, pnpm install npm, just pnpm build. Let's build everything, and then I just hope everything's gonna be alright this time. But again, I have to just watch it. This does not work. Why? First of all, the Paytm UI that I'm actually getting. Let's go to wow. Ready. Font. Inside app. Web app. I have page.tsx. Inside this, I have this. If I actually have a look at packet.json over here, so am I getting UI, Paytm UI workspace? I'm getting that. I'm getting ultimately everything. And when I'm actually getting that, so if I check inside node modules, and that's gonna be @Paytm. Inside that, I'm getting UI. If I'm actually getting that, so why am I facing that issue? Okay, let's check exactly what is wrong. Okay, the problem is here that it does not exist. That's right, @Paytm n/UI, and it should be fine. That's the main problem that I'm getting, issue that I'm facing right now. Let's open this again. I'm unable to do it. Okay, but I have this inside the node modules, that is for sure. So I can say import button from here. Okay, the name should be button. Sorry for that, because I'm exporting button only from there. Should work fine right now. pnpm build. Once it works, then nothing else. This was the set. What the hell? Turns out I am here to fix lots of things. The next thing is this, that @Paytm web dev build. That is the one that's failing right now. And the another thing that's causing the issue right here. Layout.asx, and that means this is the wrong. It simply cannot find them. Okay, interesting. @Paytm UI. Let's check this thing out. @Paytm design system / style.css. So what is the problem with this anyway? And then this is the UI.style.css. Even from design, I should be getting the themes that I've been getting initially since the beginning. Well, I'm actually getting the styles. That's okay. It's even saying that it can't find this package. That's insane. What can I do right here? Anything? Paytm web and pnpm cdn. Package UI styles.css. This is the style file that has been created. That's okay. How about getting the styles from /style.css? Should be fine. Tailwind CSS turbo. Tailwind, setting up Tailwind inside Turborepo, monorepo in 3 step details. In 3 detailed steps. Tailwind 4. Configure Tailwind 4 with a white npm packages npm. How to structure JSTS monorepo from 0 to part 1. How to start monorepo. Great stuff anyway. But this one thing will not help. How to set up Ninja 15 project with Tailwind 4. Tailwind CSS 4 crash course. Oh no way, I'm not looking for any crash course and all. Tailwind CSS 4 with full course. So how to install Tailwind. That means I'm not getting the video that I'm looking for mainly. Tailwind plus story book inside a monorepo.
Peace.
Setting up monorepo from scratch with design system. Okay. Creating a common config package for Tailwind CSS. Configure all paths to add for Tailwind for all projects inside monorepo. Okay. What are exactly covering over here? So we have a portal, design system portal, and inside packages we have Tailwind config is a ESLint, TypeScript config, and a UI. And the thing is that we have portal over here, design system is there. That's okay, not even a problem. Okay, I can go through this project anyway. I can just simply see how the things are getting done. Because hello, thank you for the video. If I modify the classes, I do.
Peace.
Okay, so let's get keep this video in mind. I will definitely be watching this one to exactly get the idea how the things are working here. And for getting this, that is all about DevOps section. So let's even go through that. Web3 and all, and over here not even that. I have to go through this extra stuff. ATM/web. Let's keep it here for now. I will come back to this and I will watch the video. For now, I'm just gonna be going with this. Anything else that I can get, because I have to understand this thing really well, how this Tailwind thing is used. Otherwise, I'm gonna be stuck here for a long time. And you just fixed my 6-hour problem. Thank you. 6-hour problem. You are a hero. DGO installation guide, all namespaces for variables, all 3 variables. What exactly are you teaching in the here?
As met, it's that. For most project,
Tailwind configure. Few videos I need to watch. The new CSS first configuration with Tailwind CSS for no more Tailwind config.ps. Yeah, that's right. These are some specific topic related videos, and guess what? I need to watch these. Maybe this is gonna be good for me to just know more about Tailwind. So let's keep it here as well. /web. If I'm bookmarking them, that means if I'm saving the URLs, that means I have to watch them. And configure Tailwind 4 with wide nvm packages. Wide, that's already done. What's there to just talk about? How to enable Tailwind 4 with the packages UI components in Turborepo. This is what the hell. Thank for the first, it worked for me. I literally spent 2 days trying to fix this. wasn't helpful. Frankly speaking, if you could have made tutorials over it, people would have watched your videos, and that is right. What is he actually doing? So she's the one directly speaking like this. Seriously, I'm using repo, monorepo. I'm using the PNP workspace for every specific I want to use to follow this in the years documentation it works, but the components that I export from the package UI directory are not able to use the Tailwind classes for some reason. This is the repo. Okay, solution 1. It seems like Tailwind does not automatically scan the package UI packages. You need to tell it using other resource directly. She simply speaks over here. Install Next.js step by step. Well, how to structure TS? Does it have part 2 or not? Well, it does have part 2. TS monorepo from 0. This is the best tutorial I have seen so far regarding monorepo. You can't wait to see the next part. Okay, that's great. Okay, copy. Let's simply get it over here. Okay, let's see the part 2. What he
managing
covers.
dependencies and
Is there part 3 as well? Well, there is part 3. Interesting. Any feature of NPM is catalog. Well, it was a year ago. Thanks for these monorepo videos. They were helpful a year ago. What about right now? Many things must have changed. Newest first. A month ago. Why not use PNPM workspace? Why is it published with auto translate? Part 1 was very better. I don't even speak English well. I found it to be better to use PNPM workspace instead of Space. Okay, is button ready now? Well, guess what? He is actually covering the stuff, so that's great. I will just simply get it over here as well. Oh, come on, yaar. Slash web is gonna be here. And what else is he covering in the third part? This is the part 3rd.
I think some.
I would personally love a deep dive on TypeScript configs in these monorepo setups. It always seems like such a challenge, especially with the existing repositories. How about the current ones? Now I don't think it has any more. Well, it has part 1 now. Okay, so there has been 3 parts only. How about the current one? 2 weeks. Do I still need to project reference? OMG, thank you for the wonderful video, good sir. Haha, crazy stuff. Ultimately, instead of now following the whole tutorial, I need to just watch some specific videos related to specific topics so that I'm just able to clear that confusion. That is it. By the way, these are the videos to watch. I will be coming back and first of all watching these videos so that I'm actually able to get it done the right way. By the way, I was supposed to be live for 25 minutes and it's around 29. So I should be saying bye for now and I'll be coming back soon. Take care and see you.